Florence, 15th century. A city buzzing with artists, thinkers, and political intrigue. But behind the marble statues and frescoed chapels stood a powerful family. Not of kings, but of bankers. The Medici family. Their story is the story of the Renaissance itself. Today in this video we will go through 3 members of the family. Although everyone had significant influence, these 3 were iconic stepping stones for the rest of the family's success and power. This is Cosimo de' Medici. Cosimo's family ran the most powerful bank in Europe, but wealth was just beginning. Not only he funded architecture, but he also funded libraries and philosophers, but for influence. The more culture he supported, the more Florence looked to him. Not just for money, but for leadership as well. He never held a public title, yet he controlled the republic. Cosimo laid the foundation, but it was his grandson who brought the Medici name to glory. This is Lorenzo de' Medici. Florence was the jewel of Italy. Lorenzo wasn't just a politician, but he was also a poet, a philosopher, and also a lover of beauty. Under his rule, Botticelli painted the birth of Venus, thus having Michelangelo be discovered, and along with that, Neoplatonic thought thrived. But it wasn't all poetry. In 1478, during Easter Mass, his brother, Giuliano, was murdered right in front of him. The Pazzi conspiracy. Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. Today is Easter Mass.
What are you doing?
I'm filming a vlog.
What's that thing you're holding?
Oh my god, Giuliano!
You're next, Lorenzo!
Barely escaped. He didn't just survive though. He turned the city against the Medici's enemies and preserved their power. Florence grew rich in art, but richer still in influence. He was called the Magnificent for a reason, and history agreed. After Lorenzo's death, the family's fortunes wavered, but then came Giovanni, Lorenzo's son, with a new kind of power. This is Giovanni, also known as Pope Leo X. He was born a Medici, but crowned as Pope Leo. The Renaissance needed a church that understood art, power, and even politics. That was Pope Leo. He used Papal?
Papal.
He used papal money and Medici style to build St. Peter's Basilica and to commission Raphael. But his extravagance and miraculous spending had consequences. One German monk, Martin Luther, was outraged. In 1517, he nailed his 95 Theses to a church door, criticizing church corruption. The 95 Theses were basically stating, hey guys, the church is not what you expect it to be. He wanted to get these ideas into people's heads that these practices gave people a false sense of salvation. Scripture was the ultimate religious authority, not the church leaders. That Christians should be taught the gospel, not manipulated for money. Following some events, this eventually sparked the Protestant Reformation, which was a movement that split Christianity and changed Europe forever. While the Reformation shook Europe, the Medici name was immortalized in the very walls of the Vatican. Through wealth, art, politics, and even religion, the Medici family turned their name into legend. And that's why we still talk about them, half a millennium later.